Right. As of last week, a statement was released by Chuck Lorre, the producer and co-creator of The Big Bang Theory, that the show will be ending after the end of the 12th season. And this is what the New York has to say. I meant New York Post. TV fans were left reeling last night after Wednesday's surprise cancellation of The Big Bang Theory. Now comes word that the cast were just as shocked. As reported by Deadline Hollywood, co-creator slash Exeter. Executive producer Chuck Lorre dropped the news on a normal workday with no advanced warning. He began by summoning the cast to his office after a table read on a nearby soundstage. Once the group had assembled, star Jim Parsons, he plays Sheldon in the show, tearfully informed the cast that he had decided not to continue with the series. Lorre then stepped in to clarify that the hit comedy's 12th season, premiering September the 24th, would be its last. Although renewal talks for the show were underway, Lorre repeated he did not want to continue unless all three key players, Parsons along with co-stars Johnny Galecki and Kaylee Cuoco, were on board. Days before the announcement, Parsons informed Lorre that he would not be renewing his contract. Yes, I'm not going to contact you anymore. Why? Because you're a dick. So it is believed that Jim Parsons, who's the main star in the show, who plays Sheldon Cooper, was the one who started it all off, basically, by saying he was not going to renew his contract with The Big Bang Theory, and basically, without him, you can't really do it. It's like, without petrol, you can't drive a car. Well, you can if it's going downhill, but... So yeah, when some more information comes out, I will actually... Mayim Bialik, who plays Amy Farrah Fowler in the show, has her own YouTube channel, which I've known about for quite a long time. It has more subs than mine, which I'm not surprised about whatsoever. So I'm going to end this note on a little bit of fact coming from their own cast member, you know what I mean? So, without further ado, I'll pass you over to her, and I'll see you in the next Shout episode. Thanks for watching.
Hi everybody, it's me, Mayim. This is kind of weird. I've decided to record a little video from my Big Bang Theory dressing room, which is where I am, to talk a little bit about the big news that was released yesterday. What does it feel like to, have this public now acknowledgement of something that, affects obviously my life, it affects my work, it affects the lives of everyone on our cast and our crew, and it also affects all of the fans, the millions of people who watch our show every week. It feels really weird. It feels, usually when things end, like they end right away, it's not like this is gonna end in 23 episodes. So it means that we have a whole season, we have through the end of April to explore what our writers are gonna give us. And my first thought was like, does this mean that like crazy things are gonna happen in season 12? I don't know. I think that our writers now get to really decide what they want this final season to look like. I have a lot of mixed feelings. Obviously, this has been a part of my life for going on 9 years, and our show has broken a lot of records. That's really crazy and amazing to be part of. And part of me feels like, oh, now I get to see what the rest of my life will look like. I've been through so many phases of my life. You know, I was a child, obviously, as all of us are, and then I was a child actor, and then I left acting to become a neuroscientist, then I went back to acting, and I think people are probably wondering, are you going to go be a neuroscience professor? The answer is no. You can't do that after leaving the industry of academia and coming to the show business industry. So I have other projects that I'm interested in producing. I would like to act again. Yes, that's something that I am now actively working on figuring out for after April. And I'd be lying if I, said that I wasn't interested in movies. I would love to be in a movie. I would love for that to happen. So with every door that closes, there are doors that open. And, I'm grateful to a meditation practice that helps me really try and stay present. I'm grateful for a religious tradition that provides me with an opportunity to embrace the unknown and to understand that there may be things about all of our paths that we can't always foresee, but that might ultimately have a greater purpose for our lives. So although it sometimes feels like we want to control, what's happening right now, I can't control this. I'm powerless over a lot of things, pretty much everything. And I'm grateful to be here. On a lighter note, or maybe on a more serious note, I have this distinct feeling that I want to take everything down from my dressing room. I don't want anything sentimental. I want to start the process of finishing this year and not feel too attached to anything, but that's impossible because I already am attached. This has been my life for almost a decade. When I started here, my kids were toddlers and still nursing, and yeah, it's crazy, but I definitely feel like I want to remove any emotion that I can because I know there's going to be so much emotion anyway. So maybe I'll pick one thing to take home today. Maybe it's time to take down my happy birthday banner from 10 months ago. I don't know. Maybe I should take everything off the walls. I don't know what to do. It's a lot of I don't know. It feels really weird. It feels really, really weird. Yeah, it just feels weird. I do want to take this time to thank everyone who's been part of our fan base and everyone who's clicked on all of the Big Bang Theory themed videos here on YouTube. Expect many more. Expect many more. See you soon. Thank you so much for all of your support, and let's see what happens next.